EmpowerRM has the ability to create custom reports using the report builder. To access the report builder, click on Reports located on the left side panel. Once on the Reports page, towards the top will be 3 tabs. Make sure Custom Reports tab is selected, and you'll see a list of the existing reports that were previously built in the system. Towards the right, click on Add a Report to begin creating a new custom report. For the purpose of this tutorial, we'll create a report that outputs McKesson chargeback data. So we'll give the report the name McKesson Chargeback Report. A description is optional, it's not required, but we'll give it the description of processed chargebacks for McKesson. The third field is the main table, which is most important. The main table is basically the type of data you're looking to output in the report. So for the purpose of this report, we're going to choose chargeback history, which is chargeback header information. If you needed more detailed information from the chargeback, you can choose chargeback line history. Once on the report builder page, towards the left, you'll see the main table, which is what we previously selected, chargeback history. Right below that will be related fields or related data sets. These are data sets that relate back to the original main table. So for example, each chargeback relates to a customer or wholesaler, which can also be related to a distribution center, as well as the original import 844 file. Further down are the list of fields based on the table currently selected. So right now we're selected based on the blue line, we're selecting the chargeback history table. But if we select the custom ref dataset, the fields will update to display the fields from that dataset. So let's begin by adding the wholesaler name. So that's going to be under customer ref. We can choose name. And once you add the data field to the report, you have the option to input a custom display name. So we can change this to wholesaler name. And then let's continue adding additional fields. Let's add the distribution center, name, city, and state. So we can get that by selecting the related data set, distribution center. And let's add the name, city, and state. And let's also give these custom display names. So let's call the first one DC name for distribution center name, DC city, and DC state. Next, let's add some more information from the chargeback data. So let's add the chargeback number and the chargeback date. So right now we're still on the distribution center. Let's go back to the main table. The fields has updated. So let's now choose the chargeback number and the date. Let's update this to CB number and CB date. So now we have some of the basic information for the chargeback as far as the wholesaler. Now let's add some of the requested amount data as well as how much we issued on the chargeback. So in order to get that information, we can stay on the main table and let's look for the requested amount. And the data set is also labeled claim subtotal. But once we display it, we'll change it to requested amount. So let's edit this. Let's also add how much we issued on the chargeback. We can also search these fields by typing here in the search bar. So it'll be claim issued. And let's rename it to issued amount. Next, let's add the credit memo information. That's also going to be on the chargeback data table. So let's clear out the search field and let's look for the accounting credit memo number and accounting credit memo date. And let's edit the display name to credit memo number. And credit memo date. Okay. So that should be enough fields for this report. So let's save changes towards the bottom right. Next, towards the very top, we can click on filters, the filter tab. And we only want this report to display the McKesson chargeback data. So let's filter it by the wholesaler name or customer name. So similar to the previous page, we have the same setup on the left side. Let's choose the related customer ref table. And let's add the field that we want to filter by. So let's choose the customer ref name. And now you have the ability to choose the action, which is how you want to filter it. So we want to filter for only McKesson data. Let's choose we can either choose equal McKesson or contains McKesson. So let's choose contains, not case sensitive, and we'll put McKesson and save changes. The next tab at the top is to preview, so we can preview the report we just built, and it shows the first 20 lines of the data set. We can now continue to the run parameters page or tab. This run parameters tab will only give the option if there's a date filter on the report. In our case, we're only filtering by the name, so this option is not available. So at this point, we're done building the reports. So now we can go back to the main reports page. And we can see our report here on the list, McKesson chargeback report. We can now run it. And here you'll see all the data set at the very bottom. And from here, you can either export it to Excel in the top right or export it to CSV.